Lions news fan Reperthov, you ever imagined what it would be like if Mason Graham, the defensive star from Michigan, wore a Detroit Lions jersey? Detroit's defense, which has been steadily improving, could make a huge leap with Graham's addition. With the 2025 NFL Draft approaching, the Lions could potentially solidify their defense for years to come by selecting Graham, who could be the missing piece needed for them to become one of the most dominant defensive units in the NFL. Mason Graham has been one of the standout defensive players for Michigan in 2024. As a key component in their defensive success, he's drawn significant attention from NFL scouts and analysts, many of whom believe he could be the next big name in the NFL draft. The Lions, with their already formidable defensive lineup, could be the perfect place for him to continue his development and elevate his game. What if the Lions decide to draft him? With a promising future ahead, Graham could be the perfect complement to a defensive line that already features rising stars like Aiden Hutchinson. His presence in the middle of the defense would provide a much-needed boost, adding a new dynamic to how the Lions control the run game and put pressure on opposing quarterbacks. Detroit's defense showed promising flashes in 2024, but there's still room for improvement, especially in areas like stopping the run and generating consistent pressure on the quarterback. A player like Graham, who's a physical disruptor and also an intelligent football mind, could take the team's defense to the next level. He is not just a player who can break through blocks and create chaos. Graham has a remarkable understanding of the game. His ability to read plays, anticipate opposing movements, and adjust in real time would make him an invaluable asset for the Lions, helping them neutralize fast, dynamic offenses that are so common in today's NFL. One area where Mason Graham could make an immediate and significant impact is in third down situations. Detroit's defense has been relatively solid on early downs, but it has often struggled to get off the field in crucial moments. Graham's ability to dominate the line of scrimmage, disrupt running plays, and collapse the pocket would make him a game-changer on third downs. His strength and technique would force opposing offenses to rethink their strategies, and they would be forced to play more conservatively on important downs, reducing their chances of converting and keeping the Lions' defense fresh. Graham is known for his presence in the interior of the defensive line, where he uses his combination of power and quickness to break through blockers and wreak havoc in the backfield. His ability to pressure the quarterback consistently would be a massive boost for Detroit, who is still looking for more consistency in their pass rush. Picture Detroit's defensive line with Graham and Hutchinson on opposite sides, creating an unrelenting pressure duo that would give quarterbacks nightmares. This dynamic duo could disrupt the pocket, force hurried throws, and cause quarterbacks to get rid of the ball quicker than they'd like, giving the secondary a better chance to make plays. In addition to pressuring the quarterback, Graham's constant presence in the run game would be a major factor in destabilizing opposing offenses. He has the ability to clog up running lanes, which would force opposing running backs to adjust their paths, making it harder for them to gain yards. His power in the trenches would allow Detroit's defense to control the flow of the game and stop runs before they get started. This kind of dominance in the middle would give the secondary a better chance to focus on defending the pass, as opposing offenses would have to adjust their schemes to deal with Graham's disruptive force. What sets Graham apart from other interior defenders is not just his physical strength, but his exceptional agility. Despite being a powerful presence on the line, Graham is also a highly agile athlete, capable of quickly changing directions and making plays in tight spaces, whether it's stopping a running back in his tracks or chasing down a quarterback. Graham's versatility on the field allows him to adjust his game based on the situation at hand. His combination of size, strength, and agility makes him a nightmare for offenses and an ideal fit for Detroit's defense. Durability is another key asset that Graham brings to the table. He's built to withstand the rigors of the NFL's demanding schedule, and his ability to consistently win battles in the trenches would allow Detroit's defense to dominate the line of scrimmage. Controlling the line of scrimmage is essential for a successful defense, and Graham could be the anchor that Detroit needs in this aspect. His ability to consistently play at a high level would be critical for the Lions, especially during the long grind of a full season. While Detroit's defensive line has been well balanced in recent years, adding a player like Mason Graham would take that unit to the next level. He would bring a new level of intensity and physicality to the line, particularly against the run, an area where the Lions have had some struggles. His presence would allow Detroit's linebackers to be more effective in pass coverage and blitz packages, as opposing offenses would have to account for Graham's ability to disrupt plays at every level of the field. If Mason Graham were to join the Lions, his leadership and mentoring potential would be a huge asset as well. He has a wealth of experience playing in one of the most competitive environments in college football, and his experience could help guide the younger defenders. On the team, players like Aiden Hutchinson would greatly benefit from Graham's winning mentality, which would help instill a strong sense of focus and determination in the defense. Beyond just his physical presence, Graham's mentality and approach to the game could be exactly what the Lions need. He has a track record of performing in clutch situations, which would be invaluable in high-pressure moments during the season. Detroit, as they push toward the playoffs, could rely on Graham to help elevate the defense when the stakes are highest. In the locker room, Graham's influence would be significant. He's the kind of player who not only excels on the field, but also brings a positive, motivating energy to the team. His work ethic, focus, and team-first mentality would help bring the entire defense together and elevate their collective play. Graham's chemistry with other defenders on the Lions, including Hutchinson, Ali McNeil, and Levi Onwuzurike, could turn Detroit's defensive line into one of the most feared units in the league. With multiple playmakers, Graham could free up his fellow defenders to make even more impactful plays, creating an environment where the whole defensive unit thrives. Together. One of the more impressive aspects of Graham's game is his endurance. Unlike many players who fade as the game wears on, Graham has the stamina to maintain his level of performance throughout all 4 quarters. This kind of consistency is crucial for a defense that needs to stay sharp for an entire game. His ability to perform at a high level from start to finish would be an invaluable asset for Detroit, who needs players that can stay locked in no matter how intense the game becomes. Should the Lions draft him, Graham's adjustment to the NFL could be smooth. He's used to the pressure of big games, and his experience in a high-level defensive system at Michigan would help him make the transition to the pro ranks much easier. He has the skill set and mental makeup to become a leader on Detroit's defense sooner rather than later. Finally, with Detroit's pass rush needing more power and consistency, adding Graham would give them the final piece they need to truly be a top-tier defensive unit. His ability to destabilize opposing offenses, put pressure on quarterbacks, and stop the run would make him an invaluable asset in the Lions' quest to become one of the best defenses in the NFL. In conclusion, Mason Graham's selection by the Detroit Lions would not only improve their defense but could be the catalyst for a new era of defensive dominance in Detroit. With his versatility, football IQ, physical strength, and leadership qualities, Graham has the potential to become one of the best defensive players in the NFL and a cornerstone for Detroit's future success.